Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame. As you can see, we are definitely looking like we are testing the upside, kind of like a squeezing pattern, such as this right here, where the EMA squeeze price action came in from below, and then we tested the 55. Same thing is happening right now. We're at the 55, but since we're squeezing so tight, the possibility of testing the 100 is there. We are looking to see if we can close today above 20,400. If so, then 20,800 will be our next level of resistance before we go to a higher level, such as 22,200. Bitcoin and Ethereum are both getting a nice little boost off the bottom, and we will see where the resistance is to see if this rally can continue or not. Looking at the 4 hour, if the daily looks this good, I'm sure the 4 hour. Yeah, as you can see, we went sideways for so long and we squeezed, and now this little head and shoulder is going to turn out to the fake out where the arm extends above the neck and probably goes to test higher. We are already above our 200 EMA on the 4 hour. If we close like this in about an hour and a half, the possibility of us going higher to the $20,800 level is very, very possible. Before that, we do have that 20,400 as resistance. So keep that in mind as well. Once you break 20,400, 20,800 is your next level of resistance. You have about a 4 hour is ideal, but if you want to start, acting ahead after hourly open and closes, that is not a problem. Just keep in mind that even though everything looks good, volume is coming to a decline, and we are coming into the highest level of resistances. This is not where you want to FOMO long. This is where people long the top, and then reverse comes in, and they just cry. So I was expecting from last night. As U.S. closed, I saw that Asia was probably going to continue the rally up. That's literally what Asia did. Now New York gets it back in their hands, and we have to see, are we going to basically take profits, and then Asia will be left held holding the bag, or are we going to continue the rally for Asia? More than likely, we're going to take some profits because we had a very good day yesterday, and the market is probably going to open up today too, which I did not check, but I'm pretty sure market will be opening up in the green. So it will give the market maker an opportunity to let prices float up, and then he can enter his shorts or take profit and then re-enter when we test support. Because even if this breaks out, I'm looking for a test of the 200 before continuation to the upside. And that would be about, I think it's like 20,000. Yeah, 19,900, 20,000, around there. We need to break up clearly, close, come back, test, and then continue is what I'm ideally looking for. But I'm not going to hold my breath for that kind of situation. Now, let's go quickly look at the daily. Full disclosure, I am short on Ethereum. Right at this point, I did just close my long before I got on this video because of that was my plan. Around 1350, I was going to stop out of my short, but I just entered it because I was not short. I closed my short last night and went long because Mushi Master told me to. No, because of how the US closed, and it just looked like we were going to test higher overnight. Another thing is volume is coming down on Ethereum. So uh, Ethereum only went from like 1320 to 1350, 1360, not that great. Uh, Bitcoin went from 19.3, 19.5 all the way to 20K and it's back. So I would say that if Ethereum rolls around to the downside, Bitcoin's gonna have a much meaner correction because it looks like Bitcoin is just like a little bit more temperamental than Ethereum PA right now. Not really sure why, but we'll take it as it is. For the daily on Ethereum, if we can close today above 1380, we can look for continuation to the top side. 1380 is a level of resistance, and then so as well is 1420. So after 1380 is cleared, we need to basically open and close above 1420. Otherwise, the possibility of a rollover is still there. Aside from that, Volume, like I said, is slowing down. After 1380, I'm looking for 1420. Uh, Not 1480. I'm looking for 1420, and then I'm looking for 1480, $1,500 level for the next level of resistance. So since Bitcoin is already like all the way up here, you might want to consider Ethereum going all the way to 1480, or at least 1420 after 1380 is claimed on a 4-hour open and close. So just keep that in mind. Let's go to a 4-hour. Sorry about the chickens if you guys hear it in the background. It's going crazy. I just ate his brother like a couple days ago, by the way. He's the only rooster left. So looking at the 4-hour, as you can see, as we're coming to the top, the volume is declining. We're almost done with this extension to the upside. We're coming into our 100 EMA resistance on a 4-hour, which is pretty significant. Also, it's making a lower high. We still have not made a higher high yet. So these are all lower highs, giving you the continuation confirmation to the downside. Maybe now, once we do put in this top here and we start testing it, if these EMAs don't cross over, you'll see the price action fast like this. Come down, close under these EMAs, and then continue on after the next 4 hour because it's going to trap the longs like that. So just be very, very cautious that you're not just jumping into a long. If you were looking for a long and you missed this rally, be patient for a touch of 1325. That's where I'm going to be taking my shorts profit around here, and then I will decide if I want to add to my long here or just be patient to see if this flushes down much harder into the much lower levels, and I can try to take a long around 1250 to 1280 in there, hoping that the support holds for like a higher low. So like, 1280, 1290, something around there, which is our plan anyway to take the long from there. So that is the plan for Ethereum. Now, the last thing I want to go over is Dixie again. Dixie, Dixie, Dixie. Doing what we thought. Our plan was from 111 to 106. Or wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me turn that up. Yeah, it was from 150 to 106 range. We want to see now if the 200 supports it. I was hoping we weren't going to break the 100 here because we already did it once. So for us to do the 200 bounce again just seems unlikely, but it looks like that might be a possibility. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out on Dixie. I'll put my alert right here, right there. 110.36. If Dixie breaks that, obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum are going to get a chance to go to the top side. But if Dixie can find support here and then start testing back up, it's time to get into your shorts again because more than likely Dixie is going to come back and it's going to test back into at least 112 before our next rollover. And if it claims 112 and higher, then we're going to see even more pain. Because if it does one of these fast moves up, like just it is going to cause a lot of wreckage in the market. So just be very, very, very careful about Dixie. On the daily, okay, we're already at where we want to be. So this was the 55 bounce that I was waiting for. This right here is kind of where I'm looking for Dixie to close. I don't want it to go under 110.50. If it does, then we're going to get a much stronger rally on our assets. But then when Dixie does roll around, it's going to be that much meaner for us when it comes back to the top side. So just be cautious about that. Yeah, and that's about it, guys. Be careful trading today. The rally to the top side can continue, and maybe we get our rollover midday, midweek tomorrow, not today. So don't get too gung ho with your longs or your shorts and get wrecked. Be patient. Tomorrow is probably gonna be the most fireworks because usually Wednesday is the highest volume day. And yeah, I mean, right now this looks like a doji if this closes like this. So hopefully, Bitcoin vowels come and bring this up and close it higher. If it comes down now and closes under the 200, you've officially put in your local top, and it's gonna get ugly to the downside. Why this extended so high? I'm pretty sure just stop hunts. Got a bunch of people who are short just got wrecked because Ethereum does not do that. So. Ethereum is still following my head and shoulders, which I've shared multiple times to you guys. So we're waiting to see, is this gonna be a false formation and break to the 200, or is this gonna be true and then break to the downside? And if this breaks to the downside now, we've officially caught like we've officially got like the top of this local consolidation. So now we have to go look for the bottom. Where is the bottom going to be? Well, here's one point, and here's the next point, like down here somewhere. So here's one TP, here's the next TP, the third TP. You let that run to 1,000 or something. We don't know how low it's going to go, but it's going to be looking to steal all this liquidity in this little rising triangle wedge, or whatever you want to call this formation. All right. Well, like I said, I am already short on high leverage. I'm going to take profit here and here. I will scalp into a long here or here as well, depending on how low this goes, how fast it goes. I'm watching the 4-hour closes as my guide, and I will follow up with you guys if I see anything else. Please, if you could, please like, subscribe, press the bell button of the notifications if you haven't already for this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the section below and I'll get back to you ASAP. Also, in the description of this video is the link to our Discord group. Please feel free to join it. We are always sharing charts, trades, and that's where I do a bunch of my collaborating with all the other members as well as people who are just looking for some assistance here and there. So feel free to join us. We can learn from each other. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe. Talk to you soon.